Every O train you ride starts its day here, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We're starting here inside Belfast Yard, where these trains are just beginning their day coming out of the shed of the maintenance and storage facility. Right away you'll notice, everything here moves slowly. We're talking around 5 kilometers per hour, and that's mainly because this yard is built with some pretty tight curves. At this point, these trains aren't in service yet. They're being driven manually in what's called restricted manual mode by operators known as hostlers, basically the specialists who handle all movements inside the yard. They're following instructions from a yard controller here at Belfast, carefully bringing each train out of the shed and positioning it for the next step. Now here's a small detail you might miss, but it's actually really interesting. Because of those tight curves, there are trackside flange lubricators installed in the yard. And the reason for that is the train's onboard lubrication systems are actually disabled while they're in here. So instead, the lubrication is handled by the track itself. As we continue along, we're coming up to one of the most important places in the whole process, the handover platforms. This is where things start to transition from yard operations into mainline service. The train comes to a stop here, and control is handed off from the Rideau Transit Maintenance RTM Hustler to an OC Transpo Electric Rail Operator, ERO, who will take the train out into service. Once that handover is complete, the train starts moving again towards the main line, but there's still a bit more going on behind the scenes. From the handover platform into the connector tunnel, this entire stretch is actually a shared controlled zone. That means both the Belfast Yard Control Center and the Transit Operations Control Center, TOCC, can manage trains in this area, depending on the situation. From here, the train enters the connector tunnel. This is the link between the yard and O-Train Line 1, the main line. Now before it actually joins the main line, the train will stop briefly inside the tunnel. This is where it gets its run assignment, basically being slotted into the service pattern for the day. There are also some strict limits here. Only 4 trains can be inside the connector tunnel at any given time, so everything has to be carefully spaced and coordinated. And this really becomes important during the morning rush, when multiple trains are being launched one after another. So even though from the outside this might look pretty straightforward, there's actually a lot of coordination happening between the yard and the main line to make sure everything flows smoothly. And as the system expands, especially with stage 2, this whole process is only going to get even more critical to help keep things moving on time. For the rest of the video, you can watch as trains exit from the connector tunnel onto the main line, in this case heading westbound towards Tremblay and ultimately Tunney's Pasture. As the trains exit onto the main line at the start of each service day, they will perform sweep runs, that is, running end to end along the line without passengers, ensuring that everything is fully operational, safe, that the track is clear and in good state to operate the passenger service. For the rest of the video, you can watch the trains as they complete their sweep of the line and position themselves for the start of passenger service.
myself alone. I tried to let it go. I'm over the red. Since you're gone, I gotta clean this with you. Left dirty. Moving on into another phase where you can't hurt me. Why is it so hard? I gotta confess I'm losing it. Why do you keep haunting me? I gotta confess I tried to let it go. I find myself alone. I tried to let it go. I'm over the red. I tried to let it go. I find myself alone. I tried to let it go. I'm over the red. Why is it so hard? I gotta confess I'm losing it. Why do you keep haunting me? I gotta confess I tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. I'm over the red. I tried to let it go. I find myself alone. I tried to let it go.